I think I can't pick one, but আমার প্রিয় বাংলাদেশি খাবারদের ভিতরে I absolutely love street food, so চটপটি ফুচকা obviously. রোজার সময় I love halim, that's my number one go-to, খেতেই হবে. But apart from that, যে ফল ফ্রুট আমরা বাইরে পাই না, like at least Australiaতে পাই না, ও পাই but it's very expensive, like কামরাঙ্গা, কাঁচা আম, jam is one of those ones যেটা we barely get it. আর এখানেও সিজনটা এত ছোট যে you have to be here for that moment in time. So they're the things I really love and crave. আমি যখন আসলাম আমার ইনস্টাগ্রামে I asked for recommendations of where I should eat. অনেকগুলো were the usual suspects. যেখানে ঢাকায় যারা থাকে, we love eating at those places like Star Kebab, Barbecue Tonight. But a recommendation that I got overwhelmingly from everyone was Barbecue Express, and it was well worth it. আমরা লালমাটিয়াতে যে অনেক রাত্রের বেলায় Barbecue Express গেলাম, and it was absolutely fantastic. The mashup of hill tracks, tinta young chef, they're from the hill tracks of Chakma origin. So trying their food, তাদের খাওয়ার, তাদের region থেকে যে ingredients use করে, যে ডিশগুলো use করে, you don't see that everywhere. So it was very exciting to try that food with a mashup of Texan barbecues. So thank you for all the recommendations. হ্যাঁ, আমি রান্না করি, আমি অনেক রেস্টুরেন্টের সাথে রেসিডেন্সি করি. I get invited to be a resident chef at restaurants, কিন্তু নিজের রেস্টুরেন্ট খোলার জন্য এখনো I don't have that drive yet, or that's not what I want to do at this point of time in my career. বই লেখার জন্য hopefully not long. This is one of my research trips. আর আমি বই লিখছি. I'm working with a fantastic publishing house. তো ওই বইটা লিখছি এখন, আরও জাস্ট কিছু সময়, খুব বেশি হলে একটা বছর. All of that was part of my journey. You can't be 100% every day, but that was the learning experience. So paltale hoyto amar puro journey tai onno rokom hoto. So I had a really, really fantastic positive experience on Masterchef. And I'm really proud of my journey as well. So bhalo, mondo, kharap, shop kichu mile, overwhelmingly, it was so amazing, and I grew so much as a person. Definitely kichu paltatam na. I have no regrets. So Masterchef-এ join করার জন্য first and foremost it was just আমার ছেলে. He loves cooking. আমরা সবাই রান্না করি. I come from a big family of cooks. আমার মা, বাবা, বোনরা, so নানা নানি, দাদা দাদি, তারপর তো obviously বিয়ের পরে my শাশুড়ি, ননাস, everyone. We're like আমরা বাঙালিরাই তো foodie হই. Like it's in our genes. So from there my son has that passion to cook as well. So when we were in lockdown, everyone was sort of asking themselves, what do I love to do most? Because I didn't have to work, বাইরে যে বাসায় হোমস্কুল করছিলাম, বাসা থেকে আমাদের বিজনেসটা রান করছিলাম. I had more time to do the things that I really love to do. So one of those things obviously is cooking. আমাকে যদি অফিসে দৌড়াতে হতো, স্কুলে দৌড়াতে হতো, তখন I would go to the local bakery, ওখান থেকে I would buy my favorite bread. But all of a sudden I had all this time at home, so bashaye I would make my favorite bread. So I got into the slow process of cooking. And during that time, my son said, "Ma, you're so good, just apply for Masterchef," and that's how it all happened. Fusion termta, I don't really like that word. I think it's a bit of a dirty term, fusion kora. What I do is I like taking that challenge or taking that brief. What is it that I'm trying to communicate in a dish? আমি যখন dish create করি, এক একটা project থাকে হাতে, এক একটা event থাকে, তখন চিন্তা করি যে what is it that I'm trying to convey, আমি কি গল্প বলতে চেষ্টা করছি. So I work in different spaces. কিছু কিছু space হচ্ছে recipe creation for television segments. Some of it is it could be food festivals, and the other is, say, fine dining. I get asked to be a resident chef in events. So তখন there's all these different sort of elements and projects that I work with. I try and always be very authentic, and that's why I don't like the word fusion, because je jinishta you do most authentically, that I think carries really well. So that's what I do. So I think global cuisine anywhere in the world, and what all the chefs are sort of looking into and talking about is, again, authenticity, but going inwards about food structures, heritage. Right now there's a big buzz about eating farm to fork, nose to tail, sustainability. এখানে একটা প্রোগ্রাম করলাম আমি এখানে আসার পরে দুর্জয় বাংলাদেশ ফাউন্ডেশনের জন্য. That is why I'm here in Dhaka. So with Durjoy Bangladesh Foundation was my first trip out here and my first event here. And যেটার উপরে focus ছিল was to take what is here and have a representation of what to me Dhaka city looks like on a plate in a fine dining atmosphere. So for me it was about really thinking about what is in this city, ekhankar produce ki, amra authentically ki khai, and what is the best of local ingredients. But this is a very metropolitan city. Ekhane Bangladeshi cuisine is obviously our bread and butter, and Bangladeshi cuisine is what we eat every day. But we're a metropolitan city. We were influenced by global structures as well. So it was creating a menu that really represents what Dhaka feels like and is to me, and what it is in the future. I don't know if I've completely broken the glass ceiling on that yet, but I want to see a lot more women join me in this scope. Hands down, our priyo iftar item is halim. So either there's আমার ঈদের menu is always traditional classics. So সকালবেলায় নামাজ পড়ে এসে we have খিচুড়ি and গরুর মাংস যেটা আব্বুরা দেয়. Alongside that, Ammu is from West Bengal, so Ammu is the very refined chef. She makes desserts. So we always have shandesh, kheer, obviously, kheer korma jeta. So we have a huge array of desserts. আগে তো আম্মু আব্বু সব কিছু কন্ট্রোল করতো যে এইটা এইভাবে রান্না হবে, ওটা এইভাবে রান্না হবে, আমরা সু শেফ ছিলাম, পেঁয়াজ কাটতে দিত বা গাজর ছিলতে দিত and all of that. But as we got older and as we got better at cooking, আম্মু কিছু কিছু আম্মুর সিগনেচার ডিশ আমাদেরকে রেসপন্সিবিলিটি দিত, and it felt like a real honor. So আমি এখন আমার আম্মুর গাজরের হালুয়া সবসময় বানাই দিতে. আমরা যখন একটা জিনিস খাই, we have to engage all of the senses. So the very, very first sense যেটা আমরা engage করছি ওটা হচ্ছে visual. So that visual art is what entices us. After that, it's the sense of smell and taste, and then the last things that are invisible and intangible are when we evoke a memory or can tell a story through our food. So plating, I think, is the first thing people are going to see. Oy jinishta is very, very crucial in the way people perceive your dish. So Southeast Asian culture, so we have jhol curries sort of constitutes on a dish. I think something that I did throughout my career, like post Masterchef as well. Masterchef, obviously that was the training ground for this, to make those mistakes and find my own signature style of food. What's worked for me, আমি বলবো হচ্ছে to be extremely authentic. যদি আমি একটা খাসি রেজালা প্রেজেন্ট করছি, I don't try and mess with it too much. যে খাসি রেজালাটা ল্যাম রাখতে একটা ই করে তারপরে সাইডে ঝোল দিয়ে ওটা একটা ভাতের উপরে I don't try and turn that into some sort of gastronomical fare. I'm a little bit anti that. So if it's a rezala, the food should speak for itself. I try and plate it very organically. But when I'm doing fine dining menus, I reconsider what are the elements and I pull those things out, and it could be instead of a jhol, you have a consomme. So it's really thinking about what lies at the heart of this dish and not trying to be too fancy sometimes. I think the best things are jokhon you can be authentic. When I came to live here for a short period of time, ওই সময় I remember যখন Nando's আসলো. And I was like so excited. Otar age you only had KFC and Pizza Hut, but Nando's was this chain. And tapar you had a lot of international chains coming. But then Dhaka is very good at picking up trends. If there was one time where kuno momo ba dumpling ba yamcha pao jeto na, and now you can find it everywhere. So Dhaka has a very, very lively food scene, and yeah, they catch on quickly, it spreads quickly, and I think the food scene grows and changes within a space of 5 years. Jetam bolbo baire, it's a lot slower. So I think Dhaka is very industrious. Studying to be a chef might not be the most coveted career path. I'm bolbo je if it's your passion, there is fantastic avenues in food and there's a lot of different pathways in food. It is something that definitely should be studied and accredited, and it helps you. It really boosts your journey through the food industry.